How many of you enjoy being outside, out with nature? Personally, I know I do. So today I will be telling you about my hobby, which involves me being outside with nature. That hobby is fishing. I like fishing for two main reasons. Number one is because it's fun and relaxing, and number two is because I'm just outside with nature all the time. I don't like being cooped up indoors. What most people think is weird about me is that I don't like to eat fish. I just like to catch. I don't like to eat them, I'm not a fan of fish, but fishing I love to do. It's fun, just catch and release, so it's just a fun time. So today I'll be telling you about how I got into fishing, how it has affected the people around me, and how I plan on using it in the future. And I've been fishing for about 6 years, so I'm very credible in this subject. So the first time I ever went fishing, I was about 6. I went with my dad, and that was really it. Just that one time when I was about 6. And that was just because of him working all the time, and my parents really didn't want a little 6-year-old going down to the lake by himself all the time. So it wasn't really till about 11 that I got really into fishing. One of my friends asked me if I wanted to go fishing with him, and I was like, oh, I've only been once, so why not? So after that day, I just was immersed in fishing. I loved it. It was so fun to do, especially because you have fun. You get to catch a big fish, small fish, and then just let them go. You let them live their life. You did what you wanted to do, and now they can go do what they want to do. So today with me, I brought my very first fishing pole that I bought myself. I've had it for about 6 years, since the day I really got into fishing, and a lot of people always wonder why I don't have a bobber near the top, or the little color thing that most people have. And mainly that is because for the fish I like to catch. I like to catch bluegill and catfish. Bluegill tend to be more toward the bank, so you don't really need the bobber because you toss it out and you get bites and you can catch a fish really quick. And catfish tend to be more out and near the bottom. And with a bobber, it keeps your hook up from the bottom, but then you only catch the fish that are swimming toward the middle and the top. So with the bobber, without the bobber, I can go all the way down to the bottom, catch the catfish, and bring them back up. And then, as well with me, I have my tackle box. I recently bought this, and personally I like it just because it's smaller than my other one. My other one was huge, and I had all different types of hooks and baits, and those were for all the fish that I could catch. The smaller one I like because it holds the stuff I need for the fish I like to catch, the bluegill and the catfish, which is a lot less because a lot of the stuff is the same. The same hooks, the same weights, and you don't really need bobbers. The other things that I like to keep in there are gloves to get the fish out of the water safely, and pliers to remove the hook safely. And then the people around me I've really influenced into fishing. A lot of my friends that I have made from fishing on the lakes and stuff, and a lot of people who didn't know they liked fishing until I introduced it to them. A lot of my friends that I've introduced to fishing like it as much, if even more than I do. Some have even made special trips to bigger lakes and oceans just to get all different kinds of fish and get all the different experience they would like. And then in the future, I'd like to live near a lake or a pond just so I can go fishing whenever I want. I would also like to be able to teach my kids, my grandkids how to fish, and even more people, just so they understand how nice it is to be out in nature and just not even catching and eating your fish, just catch and release, getting the circle of life keep going. So in conclusion, today I explained how come I like to fish, how I got into it, and how everyone around me has just evolved with fishing with me. So I hope you learned a lot about my hobby today, and I hope maybe it influenced you to go out and try it yourself.